Today I have my wonderful brother. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I'm Twain, it's your real brother.
You just gonna go by Twain?
Yeah, just go by Twain. That's
You want to introduce your son, his name?
My son is SJ, firstborn son.
Shonntuane Jr.
Shonntuane Jr. So pretty proud of that, So.
And he is how old?
9 months.
9 months. He gonna be a year in September.
Yeah, so.
I do want to tell you, brother, that I'm already super proud of you as a man. I am even more proud of you as a daddy. Like seeing you with that. SJ, you just be so. I ain't never seen you this happy. I've never seen you this happy. You be so excited when you see him, and I know that he is like a bright light in your life.
Yeah, he everything to me, man. Like every moment of every day, like that's everything. Everything. I'll be at work, man. I'll be like,
thinking about it.
I can't wait till I get home, man. So yeah,
that's a wonderful feeling. I know you're excited, but how did you feel when you first found out that you were going to be a daddy?
So when I first found out, it was a mix of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because you got to think about it, man. I found out that he was coming. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll take it all the way back to the beginning, man. Like, starting in 2018 or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first found out then, it was like, damn, excited. And then at the same time, it's like, shit, I'm kind of late, getting a late start, like by the time this kid graduate, I'm going to be, 50 years old. You know what I mean?
Old man.
So it's like, all right, I mean, we're here now. Ain't no undoing it.
Can't go back.
But it's like, what? Am I really ready for this? Do I really want to do
ready?
This? Yeah, but it's like, damn. It's really about to happen.
Yeah, it's really about
your whole life gonna change, man. Like growing up, you grow up in a family setting, right? So it's like, when I get old, I want kids and, stuff like that. So you get to like 18, 19, and it's like, I'm gonna live my life a little bit,
Yeah,
so
have fun.
You got something in your mind, like, let's just say around 25, you thinking, all right, cool, it don't happen by then. Yeah, it don't happen by then. So then you get into the like, now you're in a more adult mind frame. So you thinking like, I need to get stable.
Yeah.
So like you start focusing on your career and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before you know it, 10 years then went by. So now you like, well, do I really want to slow down for kids?
Yeah.
Or do I just want to travel the world and, be selfish? You know what I mean? Because if, had we not went on this pregnancy journey, like we would have,
been doing everything.
Yeah, passport would have been full, because we was already
traveling,
moving around, you know what I'm saying? And then like once all that happened, it slowed everything down. Which,
the hell down.
I'm not mad about it, but like, it changes everything. Literally, like everybody said, it changes everything. So, when I found out, it was a roller coaster of emotions, man. But happiness is the dominant. One. Yes. Happiness was the dominant emotion. So
that's good. Yeah. As long as happiness led everything else.
Yeah.
If
no
it would have been, damn.
That
would have been a sad thing. Well, I know I can't even ask you if you're enjoying it because I can clearly tell from the way that you talk about it, from when I see your face with him, you are
every moment of it. And the thing about it, like, so like going into this, like you hear all the, the older people, they always say stuff like, oh, wait till he crying in the middle of the night, wait till you got to get up and fix a bottle, wait till you got, I don't be worried about none of that shit, man.
First of all, you don't have a normal baby, okay? We're going to start there. SJ is not a normal baby. SJ is the happiest baby I've ever had to deal with.
My boy wake up smiling, man. So like,
I've never dealt with a baby like SJ.
I got home the other morning. It was like, I walk in the door, by the time I get off, do my stuff, I walk in the door, it's like 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy is standing up in the middle of the bed. just smiling, just smiling. And I'm just like, after a 12-hour night shift, I'm just like, man, I want to go to sleep. But like when I saw him, I was like, shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What we finna do, boy? So, we played, but I I know how he works. So like I played with him for about an hour or so, and I gave him that bottle and shit. He went to sleep. You know what I mean?
Nap
so
time.
yeah. But I couldn't.
What you call it? Night juice.
That's night juice, man. I make that bottle thick. Hey,
thick.
My boy be
and SJ thick. Well, I know that you and because when I spoke with Chris on the Mother's Day episode, you know, y'all had a whole journey. Get into having y'all baby. So she gave me her perspective, and I said on that episode how you had said at one point that if it don't happen this time, we not doing it again. And then I was like, nah, you can't do that if Crystal want to thug it out. And then the more I thought about it, like, yeah, it's more emotional for Crystal because she the one going through all the stuff. But that does not take away from the way that you feel about stuff, because even though you're not the one carrying the babies and stuff like that, you losing babies, like, you know, over and over again. And I didn't know that it was that many times that Crystal had a miscarriage and, you know, a stillbirth and stuff like that. So how was that journey for you?
So it takes a lot out of men just as much as it takes out of women. You know, like nobody can downplay the effects, you know, the emotions that a woman goes through with miscarriages, stillbirths, and stuff like that. But I don't think there's enough awareness on what we go through as men. Because, like, if you really sit back and think about it, man, like our whole being is to be strong in every aspect of life. So, like, at what point is it okay for a man to hurt?
To be soft.
You know what I mean? At what point is it okay for a man to say, I'm fucked up? Yeah. Like that shit hurt me.
It should be all the time, but I understand what you're saying. It don't never seem like it's an open window for y'all to display those emotions, because we need y'all to be the strong person for us.
Yeah. You know, so starting in 2018, we had a miscarriage in 18. Then we had, I think it was 2 in 19. And my biggest thing throughout the whole journey was to be present through whatever, you know. So nobody goes into pregnancy expecting to have a miscarriage. So when I get the phone call, it was like, I want to say it was nighttime, like 10, 11, 12 o'clock, something like that.
The one with Chance?
Nah, this was
one of the first ones?
The first one. And I was at work. So I left work, you know. I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know how serious this is. I don't know. I mean, I know it's serious to the baby, but like, you know, at that point, it's no longer about the baby. It's about her. Yeah. You know, so I don't know how serious this is for her. So I got to be there. You know, so I leave work. I get there, you know, we going through it, you know, trying to figure out what's going on, you know. So we get through that. And then in 2019, pretty much the same thing. You know, we had, I think it was 2 in 2019. And the crazy part about it, so you remember when I bought my house, when I had that housewarming party? Yeah. That was the day she had a miscarriage.
Afterwards.
That day.
Wasn't she outside at the party?
So she had started bleeding. And then I was like, well, we can cancel everything.
And she want to thug it out.
You know. But you gotta also think, like, this is the third time we're going through this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So like, got toughened up a little bit about it.
So I don't want to say toughened up a little bit about it, but we knew it was early enough in the pregnancy what to expect. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and from my perspective, it's just like a heavy menstrual cycle. You know what I mean? So, and she was like, you know, no, let's not, you know, we need to have a good time. Yeah. You know, so, you know, we had people at the house, whatever.
Hugged it out.
You know, everybody chilling, having a good time, and nobody knows what's going on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because I ain't know none of this.
Because, like, I mean, what do you say? You know what I mean? You drop that kind of news, that kills, you know, now everybody's sad. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's not what we wanted. You know what I mean? We didn't, you know, it was a happy day. You know, we was trying to keep it positive, you know, and then this happens, and then it's like, fuck, you know, what do you do? Yeah. You know, so anyway, you know, we proceeded with what we had going on that day. And, you know, we tried again in 2020.
So at this point, were y'all actively trying to conceive the baby since y'all already went through the?
So from the beginning, it was. I don't want to say we was trying, but we wasn't really like
wasn't trying.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was kind of one of those like, hey, if it happened, it happened type deal, you know.
Yeah,
it ain't something we sat down and discussed or anything like that. You know, like if it happened, it happened.
Yeah.
So that was that. But I really feel like once we got pregnant in 2018, that kind of put everything in like hyperdrive. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, all right, we got to keep trying type stuff. 2018, we had got pregnant. And then, had the miscarriage. So once that happened, it really kind of put everything in like overdrive.
Yeah.
To kind of like keep trying, right?
Yeah.
So at this point now, because like my mom been always wanting the grandkids since,
way long ago.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm like 20. She talking about when you give me a grandbaby. Whoa. Pump your brakes, So, she always, so once she found out, it was really like, are y'all gonna try again? Y'all gonna try again? Her mama too. Y'all gonna try again? Y'all gonna try again? So
they old. They. I'm sorry. Yeah. I ain't trying to say y'all old, but y'all older.
But they older. You know what I'm saying?
They
so
ready.
Like,
they want to be able to experience and have fun with the grandkids.
Yeah. So now they asking us like, when y'all gonna try again? When y'all gonna try again? So now it's like, it's like I don't want to say we felt obligated, but at the same time it was kind of like.
It is
time. I mean, we ain't getting no younger.
Yeah.
We either gonna do this or we not.
Yeah.
So, we kept trying, and then it was just like roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, man. Mm-hmm. Like it was a long, tough journey. Like it was really like 3-4 years, man. Like, and that took up a lot of our relationship because, you go through one heartbreak, and then boom, you're pregnant. All right, so once we get pregnant, that kind of everything kind of dies out. Like we ain't going out, we ain't traveling, you know what I'm saying? So like we just homebodies.
Yeah.
So
with
then
each other all the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So then you go through that and then another miscarriage. So like, damn. So, months go by and then, you try again. You know what I mean? So it's like that literally took up, 3-4 years of our life.
2018 to 2022.
Yeah. Like it was a long journey, man.
That's 4 years.
So
I was pushing it, man.
Man.
And that's what I told Crystal. I said, I think the Lord really blessed y'all with SJ because he saw how determined y'all was, how faithful y'all was, like y'all wanted to be parents, y'all wanted to be good parents, and y'all got a great baby.
Yeah, listening to like some of the stuff everybody else does that they experience, and even like, my coworkers and stuff like that, man. Mm-hmm. They tell me some of the stuff about, what they went through when their kid was born. Like we had no problem, man. Like from the moment he was born, and they would, the doctors tell us, hey, like he needs to eat every 2 hours.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna sleep most of the day. And he would literally wake
every 2 hours.
Yeah, he would wake up every 2 hours.
I heard the doctor say.
And as soon as he ate, he go back to sleep. I thought something was wrong with him.
Nah.
I'm like, man, what's like?
The Lord gave y'all a textbook baby.
I'm looking around like he ain't like alert or nothing like that. Now, mind you, at this time he like a month old. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I'm ready for him to be, in the stuff. So like I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared with SJ because SJ, I've never seen a baby like
so
SJ.
Chill.
He is so chill, y'all. It did scare me. I said, Lord, please don't let him be wrong with this baby. Every time I went over, I kept saying it, Lord, please don't let him be wrong with this baby because I was very nervous. Yeah. I ain't never seen a baby chill like SJ.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I have my worries as well because, like I said, I'm and he actually hit every milestone. Mm-hmm. Like he's not behind in no aspect.
Anything.
Yeah. So like I didn't know what to expect.
Well, the fact that you went through so much stuff, like I understand why you would have doubts because when you first went into the pregnancy thing, I know you didn't expect any of that stuff that you went through to happen.
No.
So when all this stuff started happening, now you feeling like, oh, we finally got him. What's wrong now? Something ain't right. Something got to be wrong.
Yeah. So,
what are a few of the things that you are like mainly focused on while raising SJ?
So for me right now, like I've been working shift work for like the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. So one of my big focuses right now is my career. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get off of shift. My goal is for me to be off of shift work by the time he's 5. You know, when he's able to start playing sports and stuff like that,
definitely need to be there.
I want to be in a salary role or some kind of hourly role where I'm straight days, you know, off on weekends, you know. So, and I understand, like, in order for me to do that and then live the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to living to, like, I got to pay off some major shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got
Bro
5 years
to spend money, man. He likes to spend money. I ain't never known nobody like that. What are you focusing on outside of, like, your finances and stuff? Like, what are you focusing on with him? Like,
so like to complete the question, outside of that, it's just being present. You know, being there for every moment. Like, as of now, like, I hadn't missed a single doctor's appointment. Yeah. You know, so like, and it don't matter if, you know, we go to the doctor and the only availability they got is, you know, a 9 a.m. and I just I'm gonna be working, you know, a night shift the night before. You know, so we talking about getting off at 5 a.m. and then making like an hour drive to the doctor. You know, so that ain't even 2-3 hours of sleep. Yeah. You know, and then I gotta go back to work that night. That night. You know, but if that's all they got, then I'm gonna be there. You're gonna be there. You know, that's the goal, man. And I think that's a plus to us having kids, you know, later in life because, you know, we're more financially stable. You know what I mean? So like, if it really come down to it, I say fuck that job and call in on their ass. You know, they ain't even got to pay me for the day. Look, I'll be. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, so like, if it really come down to it, you know. So and like, I know your journey, you know, single mothers, like, you couldn't do that. Shit, I can now that I'm financially stable, like you know say, I'm like, good now. You know, 11 years ago, though, it was like, I need this day. I had to be there every day. You know, so like, and I think that makes a difference, man. And I think our culture as a whole needs to kind of like, the older people really need to kind of like stop pushing the younger people to have babies like in their early 20s. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. You know, a lot of us are still trying to figure out life. You know, a lot of us don't get that guidance, you know, to kind of push us in the right direction to go. Because when I was growing up, all I was told was, get you a good job and you'll be all right. Yeah. You know, and it's really not that simple. Okay, well, where am I get this good job at? You know, I'm 18, I don't have no skills right now. Yeah, you need skills. You know, most time you need paper. Well, nobody telling me like, hey, you know, go get this certificate or go learn this skill, go learn this trade, or, you know, they paying XYZ in this field, go do that. Yeah. You know, believe it or not, it's motherfuckers, there's plumbers that's making over $100K a year. You know, like these trades, these trades are paying good money. You know, but if you getting all your life guidance from the school system, they gonna tell you to go to college. And then spend more money. And you know how many people come out of college with, don't got no job. You know, $60,000, $70,000 worth of college debt, don't have no job. You know, struggling to be back at McDonald's or something, trying to get a job. Or they end up with a job. They got to move back home with their mama and daddy because they ain't paying enough. Yeah, because they college tuition is damn near a mortgage. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, what are we doing? You know, college ain't for everybody. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that can't go to college. If you can afford it, then go. But it's not for everybody. Whatever you need, go. So I wanted to be a physical therapist. And at the time, I think at U of H, a 4-year degree was about anywhere between $40,000 and $60,000. But I knew I couldn't afford that. And I was smart enough to say, don't get no student loans. You know, because it's a good chance I could finish this and don't get a job. You know, you still owe them student loans. And I still owe them student loans. So I scratched that. You know, it took me a little while to figure out to get where I'm at now. But once I figured it out, you know, hey, I'm good. Yeah. You know, so me giving up on my dream for that, you know, guess what? My son gonna be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. Whatever the hell he want to do. You know, and that's the sacrifice that I'm gonna make. Yeah. You know, to make sure that when he 18, you got a choice. You either want to go to school or you gonna stay here and go learn some skills. I honestly feel like when I want to be to the point where Chris 18, I know I only got 6 years. I got 6 years. But when Chris gets to the age, I want him to be able to take a year off and to just enjoy life. Like, it'd be so stressful. Like, I mean, life do be stressful. I don't know about the whole take a year off and enjoy life because a lot can happen. It's like 18, like you're so impressionable, right? Like you get caught up in the wrong crowd, you know. Yeah. And it might not be something that you do, but you hanging around them, and now you know, got a case or whatever. What I'm saying is, so like I worked when I graduated high school. I went to Prairie View for like a semester, and I came back home. And then from there, in like 2005, I got a job at Lowe's, and I worked at Lowe's for like 6 years. And I honestly, till this day, feel like me working there, in a sense, saved me from getting into a lot of shit. Just from hanging around different people, getting involved in different kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I would have been right there with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but guess what? You know, Lowe's, they don't close till like 9.
Yeah.
I don't get out of there till like 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? They calling me. Yeah, they calling me. What's up? Hey, we gonna do this and blah, blah, blah. Man, I'm at work. I can't be there, you know. Or I'll catch up with y'all, you know what I'm saying, later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get off, you know, they ain't answering the phone, you know. Come to find out they didn't got into fights or you know what I'm saying, somebody went to jail or you know what I mean, stuff like that. So like I would have been right there with them had I not been, you know, working while I was working there. You know, so I really feel like, you know, as a whole, like we need more guidance, man. Yeah. You know.
I didn't learn a lot of stuff about life until I started hanging out with you, maybe when we started hanging out. Like 8 years ago.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And my life has progressed so much in those 8 years because you had to figure stuff out. And then while you was figuring stuff out, you was pouring knowledge into me that the guidance I didn't have growing up. And that's not to talk about my parents and no stuff like that because they didn't have that guidance either.
It's just a different point of view.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, like you say, it's not to disrespect or down talk anybody, you know, that brought us up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised in a house of love. You know, I'm sure you was raised the same way. Mm-hmm. So like when you get out there in the real world, you know, like life is coming at you fast.
Real quick.
You know, you got people handing you all kinds of drugs, weed, coke, you seeing motherfuckers buying meth and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know about all this.
I ain't never felt the need for any of that.
You got some people that fall off into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile, your parents never raised you around that kind of stuff. Yeah. But guess what? You hanging out with somebody, a friend that you met at work. Yeah. And this is what they into.
They said it's fun.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what they into. Or they might not even be doing this. The people around them doing it. And people get stuck in, you know, in ruts that way. Mm-hmm. You know, so I think we need more guidance. And I'm real big on sharing information. You know, if I learn something, man, anybody around me, man. Yeah. Like I talk to all my cousins, my little brothers, sisters, you know, whatever, man. Like they know how much money I make, how much money I done fucked off in a year. You know, hey, don't do this because I done that. The shit don't work. Yeah. You know, so like if you go do it, that's on you. Yeah. You know, I told you it didn't work for me.
All right. Outside of being present there for SJ, is there anything else that you're focusing on while raising him?
Enjoying the moment, man. Like enjoying every moment. You know, like I was saying earlier, when I came in from work and he's standing up in the bed, you know, I'm asleep. I'm ready to go to sleep. You know what I mean? But you know what? I can give him an hour. I can give him 30 minutes. You know, whatever. Yeah. You know, we gonna play, roll around the bed a little bit. You know,
roll under the bed.
He gonna roll around in the bed a little bit. He gonna be all right. Crystal probably gonna be mad. You know,
she want to sleep.
She want to sleep. You know,
she been up with him all night.
I hit you with a pillow too, girl.
Man, that is something that I'm working on with Chris because, you know, Chris, he's a mama's boy, very affectionate, and I be like, get away from me. And then I think about it later, like, you know, get to the point where he's, you know, 17, 18. He don't even want to be fooling with you. I don't think me and Chris will ever get to that point.
I'm gonna tell you what, and this is how I feel like men in general work, man. So like that's how he's expressing his emotions. Mm-hmm. You know, so if you push him away, I'm not saying you push him away, but like if you push him away too much, he's gonna start bottling it up. Yeah, because he's not gonna know what to. Yeah, he's not gonna know how to respond. He's not gonna know what to do. You know, and that can be dangerous. You know, and a lot of times as men we do that. You know, like, you know, you might ask somebody, you know, how your day been? You know, what's going on with you? How your life going?
Good, I'm fine.
And that's all you're gonna get. Yeah. Whole time, everything is crashing and burning. Yeah. You know, all you're gonna get is that's fine. Yeah. And he not gonna say nothing else because nobody else in the world gives a fuck. Yeah. You know? You told me back when I was 10 and 11 that get off you, leave you alone. Yeah. Like, now you wanna know how I'm doing? Yeah. Now you wanna know how now you want me to give you a hug? Yeah. You know?
It'd be hard for me because we wasn't raised up very affectionate. Like I can't remember times where I was like, oh, mama, hug, love, kiss, or some shit like that. So when he do it now to me, it'd be like weird. I'd be like, oh, what are you doing? Get off of me. And it was always in our head that like your man and your woman, you know, y'all show affection with each other. Y'all love on each other. But your kids, I'm just the kids, you know. Take care of them, provide for them and all that stuff.
But where do you think you learned that from? Like as a kid, you know what I'm saying? So like where do you think he's supposed to learn that from to treat his woman that way.
I understand it.
So
I understand what I need to do, what I'm supposed to do. It's just that when I be in a moment, sometimes it just be like, ugh.
Yeah. You got to.
What are you doing?
Because you weren't geared that way.
Yeah,
so you got to mentally correct yourself.
So I be in my mind saying, girl, chill, girl, chill. So it'd be hard for me to like flip that switch on like this your son and he came from you. He loved you. He just showing love.
And I think that's gonna be a problem for me in a sense, is like not trying to overly emasculate my son.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be on his ass.
But I mean, I feel like to some extent, you know, we have to beat up on our kids a little bit at home.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna experience it in the world, right?
Definitely.
So if I embrace everything he does,
he's gonna be a narcissistic, soft ass little boy.
Yeah. So now he go out in the world and then somebody say, only punks wear pink.
Well, right now he's a baby. He don't even know what you're talking about.
True. But
I understand what you're saying. So, but right now, chill. Chill.
I gotta get
when he start getting older, then you can turn it up a notch every year, like a notch.
We're gonna stay on 10. We're gonna stay on 10.
Well, you say that you want to work on making sure that you're not too masculine, pushing the masculinity. You need to start slow.
Yeah. So I don't want my son to have like he got a chip on his shoulder, man. Yeah. I don't want him to feel like his only expression of manhood or manliness is to beat somebody up. Stuff like that.
Beat somebody up, always be angry, don't know how to show his emotions, can't wear pink, can't wear any soft color because I'm not a man. Yeah.
Because fighting hurt, win or lose.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have an issue with ever being too much with that shit.
I hope not. I hope I don't get to like, be one of those parents that, the kids resent. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't
if that makes any sense.
I definitely understand what you're saying there. I don't think you'll ever be there. You got too many people checking you. Too many checks and balances going on around here, man. What expectations have you set for yourself as a father?
I mean, I think it kind of ties into the previous question, to be present, Mm-hmm. So, and then on top of that, like the way I look at like myself in general, mm-hmm. and the younger generation, it's not just like as a father, I should be the cheat code to these kids growing up.
You went through it already.
Yeah. So like whenever they come talking about, whatever they going through in life, mm-hmm. It's my responsibility to give them my experience mm-hmm. on it. If I know somebody in the family that's went through exactly what they're going through, then it's my responsibility to direct them that way because these kids should never go through anything alone.
Yeah.
Anything. So, if I hadn't been through it, I gotta direct them to somebody that has.
Yeah.
And if nobody has been through it, then we gotta figure it out together.
Yeah. So you just the expectations you set is to be a leader, like the man is supposed to do for his family.
100%.
Lead them in the right direction. Don't never let them fall. We will let him fall because you gotta fall sometime. You gotta bust your ass.
I'm gonna be there to pick him up though.
Yeah, you gotta be there. I'm his son. You need me to call out. I'm here, help you. Yeah. So to be a leader. All right.
Yeah, 100%. I want him to be proud to walk in my shoes. You know what I mean? So
to be little SJ.
To carry my name. You know what I mean? So
All right. So what expectations do you have set for him as your son? Like I know every kid is different. No matter what you want out of them, no matter what you see in them, a kid gonna always do whatever the hell they want to do. But what do you hope for him to
My
achieve?
biggest thing, no matter what path my son chooses to take, is for him to be a man of his word.
That's a big thing. Man.
So like if you tell somebody, and I feel like that will help him in any aspect of his life.
Definitely.
So if you tell somebody you're gonna be there to help him, then go help him.
Yeah.
If you tell somebody you're gonna do X, Y, Z, go do it.
Yep.
And if you're not gonna be able to do it, you need to let them know you're not gonna be able to do it.
And at least I feel like you should give them a reason too, because they expecting you.
Yeah. They made plans, for this to happen according to you being there.
Yeah.
So be a man of your word.
Be a man of your word.
So I think that's big. Yeah.
What is something that SJ has done or a milestone that he has reached that surprised the hell out of you?
A milestone.
Or anything he done.
I mean, he's not even a year old yet, but He's starting to walk. You know, he's starting to learn how to walk.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When that boy stood up there one time, I was like, "What the hell is happening?"
and he got that down. Like my boy stands up so steady. Quick. You know, like he don't even like to crawl.
So, what is something that you experienced with your father growing up that you want to change with your son? A cycle that you want to break, that you want to make sure that SJ doesn't ever have to experience?
My father was in prison. Mm-hmm. You know, for reasons till this day still unbeknown to me. Mm-hmm. You know, I get two different stories. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, in my adult life, you know what I'm saying, it just stopped. I stopped
mattering. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, we either gonna build a relationship and move forward. Yeah. You know, or not. So as far as, you know, with my son, it's just, you know, to be there, man, be a role model, you know, be somebody he can be proud of. Yeah. You know, just you know, walking through life. You know what I mean? So that's the expectation, you know. Yeah.
I understand. So just want to break the cycle of being the absentee father that's on the black neighborhood.
We finna like kill all that shit, man. Yeah. You know, black men are real fathers. So that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
It's bullshit. And kids need their daddies. Like 100%. Even when they get older, a child never stops needing their parents.
Nah, never.
I thank you for being there for Chris, because a lot of people made a lot of promises to Chris to me about Chris when he was a baby. I'm gonna be there. You know, whatever you need. I'm gonna help you do this, this, and that. And you never make that promise, but you're the only one that does all the things that I'm not gonna say that a father's supposed to do, because you just uncle. You doing uncle things, because I feel like it take a village to raise a child. Even if I had a daddy, Chris daddy here, we still would need help with stuff like that. Yeah. So I feel like you just a great uncle.
And that's so like, I'm giving him the same things that my uncles gave me. Yeah. You know, that's why I learned to fish. That's why I learned to hunt. Yeah. You know, that's why I learned to build stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing I can't do is weld. You know what I mean? I never really cared to, you know, pick up a welding rod. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, I learned everything from my uncles. Yeah. You know, they was there for me a lot growing up. Can't knock them, you know.
Well, I appreciate you, man, because that's my job. I know you already said you don't know, but do you plan on having more kids? Crystal said yeah. So Crystal told me that I need to get pregnant with her so we can have a baby at the same time. And I said, Crystal, you have a man. I only have a man. How am I supposed to plan this? How we gonna plan this, Crystal?
See, I'm on whatever she on. You know.
I know that I'm excited to see SJ be out there with you doing all the shit you be having Chris doing.
Oh, we gonna cut up.
Oh, I know it.
We gonna cut up.
Are you hoping that he is in the dogs and stuff like you is?
He ain't got no choice.
Whoa, he just said he didn't want to be that parent.
No, okay. Let me go back.
He may be out there doing it and be like, I hate this shit.
Let me go back. When I say he ain't got no choice, like, it's like growing up on a farm.
It's his chores.
Yeah.
You gotta go feed the dogs, clean the kennels. Maybe Chris. Sometimes Chris be happy. Sometimes Chris be like, damn.
I can tell. Because sometimes he'll come over there and he'll be like,
you want me to do the dogs?
You need me to go? Yeah. And then sometimes like, hey, and I can see him say, he'll be like, you know, yeah, I can tell. But yeah, he ain't gonna have no choice. Like, that's gonna be part of his life.
This is our life.
Whether he wants to actually get involved in it, that's up to him.
So you're wanting that for sure though. You want him to be out there with y'all breeding the dogs and all that?
I don't know yet.
You don't know.
I don't know. That's
yet. Your passion.
But it takes up so much of my life.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if I want that for him.
All right. So before we wrap this up, is there anything else that you want to say as a father to any other fathers out there? Anything in general?
No, I mean, just like, you know, anybody that's going into fatherhood, man, it's a beautiful thing. It's wonderful. Like, don't let nobody, you know, discourage you. Because people like to tell y'all the bad shit, man. Oh, wait till, you know, he crying at 2 a.m. I mean, yeah, you might be mad. You know, you're going to get up. Somebody going to get up, you know, and take care of his baby. But, you know, hey, enjoy it, man. Because one thing I know, man, like, for me, when my son first came home, like, I used to put my hand on him. And, like, my hand used to, like, I'm touching the mic. Mm-hmm. My hand used to, like, cover his whole back. And then one day we was laying on the couch and, like, I was like, damn, he getting big, so like it goes by quick, so enjoy every little moment, man.
Every
so like
moment.
even that 2:00 cry, smile through it, because at some point you're gonna want that, man. My son don't even lay on my chest no more.
He want to be on the pillow.
Yeah, he want to be down there in the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't lay on my chest no more. I don't like that.
Yep.
Slow
down, son.
So sometimes I get home,
when he sleep.
Yeah, and I put him on my chest. Like, yeah, I got your ass now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna get mine. But yeah,
I agree with him on the enjoy every moment. I'm not gonna sit there and say smile through waking up in the middle of the night to cry or crying.
It's tough.
I can't see nobody smiling through that. But it is gonna get to a point to like, well, Chris might be 12 now. I look back at stuff and I see pictures of him and stuff, and I just be like, dang, like that was yesterday.
It goes by.
It
fast.
definitely was not yesterday. It was 11 years ago. So, and that's a long fucking time. But it's a lot of stuff that I miss. It's a lot of stuff I don't miss. I don't miss carrying car seats and all that stuff.
Yeah, that car seat.
But just having my baby and just being in the bed and him just sleeping and stuff like that, I do miss that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with him on enjoy every moment. Like, take it all in. Even when you're mad, like, try to calm yourself. Like, don't let anger consume you when it comes to kids, because they kids. They don't know nothing.
Yeah.
They're children.
They gonna test stuff up.
They gonna test everything. They gonna press every button.
It's gonna happen.
They trying to figure themselves out. So, like, be patient, especially as a father. Kids need their daddies, man. Like, they need their daddies.
Yeah.
Just gonna say that. Kids
I agree with that. 100%, man. 100%.
They need their daddies. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hope you guys have a wonderful Father's Day. I wish nothing but great things for you and your kids. Anything else you want to say, brother?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, to the mothers, just kind of be mindful, of if you got a man in your life that's actively, doing his thing, just be mindful of what he goes through and what he does. You know what I mean? So, and same thing with the fellas, you know what I mean? Like, be mindful of what your partner is going through, what all they got on their plate, 'cause it's easy for us to get caught up into expectations versus reality, right?
Yeah.
And there's always somebody wishing they had what you got.
Definitely.
So just kind of, take a step back and appreciate and kind of, let them know, like, hey, I appreciate you. I know that's something that I personally need to work on myself, but I just want to put that out there, So.
All right, brother. Well, I thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate you taking time out your day and coming on here being so open and transparent about everything. I love you. I'm super proud of you as a father. Super proud of you as a man. Keep on being great. I see nothing but great things for your family, for SJ. I don't see how he could fail. Like, he's surrounded by so much love. So, keep on being you, man. Don't change for nobody.
Appreciate it. Happy to be on Keep It Classy. I've been waiting on my debut, y'all.
He was the first one that believed in me. All right. Well, as always, keep it real, keep it classy. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a great Father's Day, a great day. Love you guys. Bye.
Peace.